Hi, I hope all of you are doing good in your life, enjoying your life. So these videos are going to those who are interested in crypto. So we are checking what is crypto mining and what does it say. Is a Binance article on crypto mining. What is cryptocurrency mining and how does it work? Cryptocurrency mining verifies and validates blockchain transaction. It also refers to the process of creating new units of cryptocurrency. Blockchain is a sophisticated system which have not a central system, but it is connected to the various system and it cannot easily be hacked. While the work done by miners requires intensive computing resources, it is what's helped to keep a blockchain network secure. What is crypto mining? Crypto mining ensure the security and decentralization of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, which is based on the proof of work consensus mechanism. It is the process by which user transactions are verified and added to the blockchain public ledger. As such, mining is a critical element that allows Bitcoin to function without the need for a central authority. Mining operations are also responsible for adding coins to the existing supply. However, crypto mining follows a set of hardcore rules that govern the mining process and prevent anyone from arbitrarily creating new coins. These rules are built into the underlying cryptocurrency protocols and enforced by the entire network of thousands of nodes. To create new cryptocurrency units, miners use their computing power to solve complex cryptographic puzzle. The first miner to solve the puzzle has the right to add a new block of transaction to the blockchain and broadcast it to the network. How does crypto mining work? As new blockchain transactions are made, they are sent to a pool called memory pool. A miner job is to verify the validity of these pending transactions and organize them into blocks. You can think of a block as a page of the blockchain ledger in which several transactions are recorded along with other data. More specifically, a mining node is responsible for collecting unconfirmed transactions from the memory pool and assembling them into a candidate block. The miner then attempts to convert this candidate block into a valid confirmed block. To this, the miner must solve a complex mathematical problem that requires a lot of computing resources. However, for each successfully mined block, the miner receives a block reward consisting of newly created cryptocurrencies plus transaction fees. Let's take a closer look how it works. Step 1, hashing transaction. The first step of mining a block is to take pending transactions from the memory pool and submit them one by one through a hash function. Each time a piece of data is run through a hash function, an output of its size called a hash is generated. In the context of mining, the hash of each transaction consists of a string of numbers and letters that act as identifier. The transaction hash represents all the information contained in that transaction. In addition to hashing and listening each transaction individually, the miner also add a custom transaction in which they send themselves in the back the block reward. This transaction is called the coin-based transaction and it is what create brand new coins. In most cases, this transaction is the first to be recorded in a new block followed by all the pending transaction awaiting validation. Step 2, creating a Merkle tree. After each transaction is added, the hashes are organized into what is called a Merkle tree, also known as hash tree. A Merkle tree is generated by organizing transaction hashes into pairs, then hashing them. The new hash output are then organized into pairs and hashed again, and the process is repeated until a single hash is created. This last hash is also called the root or Merkle root and is basically the hash that represents all the previous hashes used to generate it. Finding a valid block header block hash. A block header acts as an identifier for each individual block, meaning each block has a unique hash. When creating a new block, miners combine the hash of the previous block with the root hash of their candidate block to generate a new block hash. They must also add an arbitrary number known as none. Step 4, broadcasting the mined block. As we know, see miners must hash the block either repeatedly using different nonce value. They do so until they find a valid block, after which the miner who found it will broadcast this block to the network. What if two blocks are mined at the same time? Sometimes two miners broadcast a valid block at the same time. Then the network ends up with the two competing blocks. The miner then start mining the next block based on the block they received first. What is the mining difficulty? The mining difficulty is regulatory adjustment by the protocol to ensure a consistent rate of for new block creation and in turn steady and predictable issues of new coins. Type of cryptocurrency mining. There are several types of ways to mine cryptocurrency. Equipment and process change as new hardware and consensus algorithm emerges. Typically, miners use specialized computing units to solve complicated cryptocurrencies equation. We will now take a look at some of the most common mining methods. CPU mining involves using a computer CPU to perform the hash function required by the POW model. In Bitcoin early days, mining costs and barrier to entry were low and this is difficulty could be handled by a regular CPU, so anyone could try to mine BC and other cryptocurrencies. However, as more people began to mine BTC and the network hash rate increased, profitably mining became increasingly difficult. In addition, the advent of specialized mining hardware with great processing power eventually made CPU mining nearly impossible. Today, CPU mining is likely no longer a viable option. GPU mining, graphic processing unit mining are designed to process a wide range of applications simultaneously. While they are typically used for video games or graphic rendering, they can also be used for mining. ASIC mining pools. What is Bitcoin mining and how does it work? Is crypto mining profitable in 2023? While it is possible to make mining, it requires careful consideration.